Okay, there we go. All right. Hope you're all having a good one. What a day. What a day. I just got back a little bit ago. We went through a walkthrough of tomorrow's event. I got an all-day event tomorrow, and we did a walkthrough of all the little details. Make sure we're ready for tomorrow. So, whew. And then I had to update some stuff when I got back. So, been quite the day. I'm gonna be, I'm supposed to have choir practice, but I just told my choir director, like, I'm not coming tonight. I've got too much stuff to do. I've got some more prep work to do after stream for tomorrow. It's just gonna be way too busy. Hey Daioh, how are you doing? Snowstorm till Monday night. Oh boy. Moni, how are you doing? Moni Lanyan. Such a meowrific name. Okay, wait. 2, 3, 4. Okay. You're okay? I think I'm doing okay. I'll take it. That's good. That's good. Wow, I'm sorry you, like, how much snow are you supposed to be getting? That's a lot of snow, if it's gonna be snowing that long. The forecasts here are still, well, it's actually increasing. It had been 14 inches. Now it's saying almost 17 inches of snow. Not supposed to start till Saturday night. What's really annoying is, like, I've got a morning event from like 9 to 12. And it's like, oh, I don't really want to go to it. Especially when there's like this pending snowstorm. Now on the plus side, if it does end up snowing all of Sunday, I mean, if we get this much snow, no one's going to work on Monday and maybe Tuesday. Yeah. Hey, Corin. Yeah, it's definitely snow time. We'll see. There's apparently some confluence of two storms, with one of them coming from the south, which is where there's a lot more tropical, warmer air with a lot of moisture. So it kind of depends on like how they collide and where they go. So it's one of those like really, really complicated things that, depending on, you know, which way the wind blows, literally, you could end up getting nothing or everything. So, hey Barrett Koji, how are you doing? Anyway, we'll see. That's a weekend problem. I gotta survive tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be murder day. Tomorrow is murder day. So I got to be on the whole day. It's going to be quite draining. So I will be showing up late again tomorrow, and I will likely have my brain completely liquefied. So just warning in advance. In the meantime, I hope you're all having a good Wednesday, going on Thursday. I'm going to try to burn through this square. This square looks like it's actually might be kind of fast. So let's do it. Let's just burn through this square. Corin, did you figure out your OBS problem? Did you have any luck with that? You thinking about a cheese curd sandwich? Ooh, nice. That sounds good. How do you make your cheese curd sandwich? I did my grocery shopping today. I didn't really need much, but I went ahead and stocked up on some stuff. With all the rain, or with all the snow coming, it's like, yeah, you know what? Why not? Just in case I can't make it to the grocery store for another week, might as well grab. So I could grab some milk. Okay, I'm gonna go 1 into each of the triple crochets. Wait a minute. Wait, how is this supposed to work? Okay, that's not right. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to do some weird reverse stitch here. So it's like, it's gonna be like that, and then we're gonna go like this? Oops. Hold on. Okay, and then that. And then I go through all of them, I guess. Alright, first of all, that stitch got way too weird. Let's shrink that back down. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then the same thing pretty much. The microwave isn't it? You need to boil the bag of cheese. Oh. Okay, so you melt the cheese curds? You just use like white bread? Or do you toast it? So at the lunch tomorrow, we're going to have a taco bar for lunch, which is pretty crazy because it's not Tuesday. We're going to have to call it like Taco Thursday. Uh-oh. or Taco Thursday. Add a little salt, very basic, so good. Hard to beat like cheese and carbs. It does sound delicious. A whole bar, I know. I'll see if I can take pictures. I'm a little bit worried because it's not exactly like a neat food, right? Like it sounds very messy. Plenty of opportunities to spill food on oneself. You know, I don't know about this. This looks kind of stupid. I'm gonna try something different here. I'm gonna try something that might be like less stupid. Good example of like not being impressed with this pattern or these patterns. So the problem here okay, I mean, that sort of looks better, but I think the pattern is just inherently bad. It was like, oh, that's kind of a neat idea, but it doesn't really work. Okay, now this is weird. We're doing like two of these now for some reason. This feels very, I have no idea what I'm doing. Wow! Pancake. Oh, I wonder how I'm gonna sleep tonight. There's a good chance I don't sleep well. Which means I'm gonna be guzzling like 8 sodas tomorrow to stay awake. Wow, rings. $90? Holy crappers. That's older than me. That's like 3 months in a row. It is. That's pretty impressive. And he's been on the road. Okay, hold on. Let me pause the music. Alright. Make sure we got the streakers ready. Are we ready for this? This is going to be a big one. Although I will point out that if you cheer 90 bits, you will also get 90 streakers. Shameless. Okay, multi-streak. 90. Are we ready? Just don't do it while I'm doing this, otherwise the universe may implode. Okay, here we go. Corin, thank you for the 90 stream streak. We have to streak because they're there and they must streak. So let's go, streakers! Here we go. There's gonna be 90 of them. We got a Chungo out of the gate. Are we gonna get any other thing? They're pretty rare. 1 in 100. Oh, and a Gojo. Is that it? Oh my goodness. And one to grow. Alright, not bad. Not bad. You got 2. You got a Chungo and a Gojo. I need to add more. Although it is kind of nice having them to be a little bit rare. Semi-rigged. I know, some people have had like 5 with just like 20. Corn. Seriously though, wow, 90 streak. Thank you. That's pretty crazy. I would like to spend some time adding some more streakers. I see that the Mokos also announced the next Moko party, so I'll need to do some prep work for that. I decided that I'm not going to give away any chainmail this year. Was highly disappointed with last year, so I'm not giving away any chainmail this year. I'm gonna instead invest in what I think people want, which is like cheap, stupid shit. So, cheap, stupid shit it is, rather than like anything that would be nice and quality. But you know, whatever. Oh no! I say that and I forgot to add a chain here. Wait a minute, what the hell happened there? Alright, hold on, we gotta go back. Oh, I see. Okay. There should be a rule that at 100, it's only the special ones? I don't know, that sounds crazy. I mean, it would just be like this. Alright, I had to go back and fix this. I already cut I already cut it. This could be bad. Kaz, how are you doing? Happy whatever day this is. Happy day. Happy day. Happy day. To you. Okay, now we can do gray. Now we can deign to do gray. Oh, 1, 2, 3. There we go. We're going to do. All right, so in general, again, I think this pattern is very poor, and I think what we're doing is way better. Although it's not really way better, it's just makes more sense. I think the pattern just basically is not that great. I haven't played Isaac in ages. This music is very nostalgic. All right, this is it. This is the last row. Then I will explain why I think that I did better than the original pattern here. So I made a subtle change, or not so subtle change. Which I think is more consistent with the intent of the pattern. Oops. Oh, poo. Come on. Okay, almost there. Oh, one more. Okay, there we go. That is the end of Granny Square number 15, the lozenges. So, okay, this is why I think the version I made is better than the pattern here. You can see, right, the point of this pattern is to create these triangles that then join together to form a lozenge, right? The problem here is, okay, down here, that's all going in one chain. Although I don't know that they did that, which is kind of silly. And here, this is all coming from one chain. You're doing 3 in 1, boom. When you get up here and start the next row, rather than put all 3 in one chain, they basically just chained into the space. So what you end up with is, instead of like a sharper diagonal, you get kind of this fat triangle. So you don't really get the lozenge shape. I mean, right, it looks great. It looks great on the diagram, but it doesn't look that way here. It looks, you know, like it's got a droopy ass on the bottom here. Same there. So instead of chaining in the space, I chained into the chain. Or I'm sorry, instead of going into the chain space, I went into the chain itself. And that seems to give it a little bit better of a shape. I think that's actually a better interpretation of what this pattern was supposed to be. I think the pattern still sucks. Like, who cares? But I like that a lot better. So this, I just think that looks bad. Okay, anyway, number 15, done. Continuing to be unimpressed with this kit. Let's knit. We're almost done. We're almost done with this part of the polo. So we're working on the polo over here, and we've been working on the back. This is the first part. It's the back. So this is the neck. This is like the shoulder seams. And we've got 2 more rows to go. And then we start working up here on the shoulders, apparently. The pattern rapidly gets kind of weird. Like right now, this has been relatively straightforward. After the next 2 rows, we start to get a little cray-cray. Little cray-cray. So let's enjoy our last 2 normal rows. Normal-ish rows. Okay, so this is repeat 7. We should be working our way here up to 101 stitches. So we've got 2 increases we'll do here. So we should be currently at 99, and we should end at 101. So let's do this. Okay. And here we're going to milk, which is front to back and knit through the back. Okay, there we go. All right, so we should just be knitting here. And then purl. And then knit, knit, knit. Okay, yes, we're on the right path here. So we're just going to purl, knit, knit, knit all the way across. We will have 1 more increase at the very end of this row. And then we will purl all the way across the back and we'll be done with this section. All the tax forms have been coming in. Like, oh good. Time to lose one of my weekends doing taxes. I'll say last year though, it maybe only took me like an hour. An hour to like run through everything and then an hour to copy it down for both federal and state. So I'll take that. That's not bad. We had two people today, pull out of the event for tomorrow. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. Hopefully we don't get any more people shifting their schedules around. Hold on. I feel like I shifted. No, we're still okay. Alright, I guess I was just about to do 4 instead of 3. Phew. There we go. You're wanting to research children's books again? Oh, research them for what? Okay, there we go. We're on the last 4, so we're going to now Merc, which is back to front, and knit through the front. Oh, right. I have instead been doing the second stitch here. Back to front and knitting in the front. And there we go. Alright. Younger literature to see traces of showing empathy and stuff. You like to show appreciation to the authors to buy them. That's nice. Oh. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Oof. Oh. Got a drinking problem. You did look at the school you want to go to. Apparently it's 4 semesters. Oh boy. That's a lot of semesters. That also sounds expensive. Oh wait. Horrible mistake. There we go. We're actually on day 15. 4 semesters. Holy crap. That is a lot. It's a lot. It sounds expensive. Certainly a lot of time, but also sounds like a lot of money. Okay. School's very expensive. $250 per semester. Oh, that's that damn cheap. Yeah, 1,000 for the whole thing. Oh, Tadakichi-san. Okay. I'm gonna count as I go, or try to count as I go, rather than like count them again as we're done. Since this is all purling, it should be relatively straightforward. So that's 10. Okay, that's 20. Hey, Nuts and Stitches, how are you doing? About to do tax return adulting. Oh boy, have fun. I was just talking about starting to get all the forms. I'll probably do mine in mid-February. Good luck. I hope it's quick and painless. Okay, that's 40. Okay, that's 50, so we should be almost halfway through. Okay, that's 60. $70. All right, 80. Almost there. Should be 21 more stitches. All right, 90. Should be 11 left. More. Five. Six. 8. 9. 10. 11. We did it. That's 101. Okay, so that's right on the mark. There we go. Okay, so we're done with this part. Let's see, it's 7:15. Okay. Confirm 101 stitches. All right, so next on this pattern. Next on this pattern is to work the left shoulder. For us, that's going to mean the right shoulder. So we're going to be working, this is the right, if this is also the back piece, the right shoulder. And for the left shoulder, it says start here at the point between the ramp and the neck. So we're going to start there on the right shoulder. Yeah, that's right, because I would stitch this way, right? And then on the right shoulder, which for us is the left shoulder, we start here and work that way. So I think that's right. All right, so again, left is right, right is left, but front and back should be the same. Okay, using a US 5 circular needle. 40 inches? What? How long is this thing? I guess this one is pretty long. (32 to 40 inches). That includes the needle, right? Okay, that's like 38 inches. All right, that's it. Okay, the instructions say to cut the yarn and place the stitches on hold. It doesn't say how long to cut the whatever. Where's my stitch? Where are my needles? The moment I put stuff away, I can't find anything. I've got my little needles. This is like the tiny micro needles. Where is my... Huh. Where are my needles? It's funny, it's big enough that it's easy to stash somewhere, but it's not. Or it's small enough it's easy to stash somewhere, but it's not like that small. Aha. Yeah, it got buried in my crochet. Okay. So so I can put these on this. Alright, we're going to transfer the needles onto the other cable here. Snowfall already intense? You don't want to clean up your car tomorrow morning? Exciting! Snow! It's exciting. It's been a few years since I broke out my snowboarding boots to walk into work. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to do that next week. Alright, we're getting there. The pain in the ass. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we have this on hold. That's blocked off. It says we can cut the yarn. Honestly, I'm a little hesitant to do that because I have no idea like what the startup is. So I guess I'm going to hold off on cutting off the yarn for now. Okay. And where'd my other needle go? There it is. So we've got our long needle back. So let's look at the instructions. I'm going to catch up my notes here. So it says to cut. It says to cut and place stitches on hold. Not cutting at the moment. Transferred stitches to smaller cable and put on stoppers. Used needles and original cable to continue. Okay, and instructions say left, but we're doing right. Oh, hey Nordic, how's it going? You think you'll join in the front and knit in the round? But will we continue with the original? Will we continue with the original, or will there be like a new thread? I assume there's gonna be a new thread or something, a new yarn. Otherwise, why would they say to cut it? But it'll be new. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, why would it say to cut it if we weren't going to cut it? So I guess I'll go ahead and cut it. I'm going to make it a massively long tail, though. Okay. All right. So again, the next thing, again, the instructions say to go to the left shoulder, but because we're doing this left-handed instead of right-handed, we're going to go to the right shoulder first. And it says to start there on the left shoulder, so we're going to start here. And we are supposed to pick up and knit 31 stitches along the edge. Okay. Along the edge of the left/right shoulder slope, 1 stitch from each row. So if I counted, I said 31, right? 31. If we count, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 1, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so that takes us there, which looks like that's about in line when we stopped increasing. So that seems right. Now, it just says from the edge stitches. what does the edge stitch mean? I don't think it's the selvage. I think it means like this, right? The right half of the V. Okay, you know what? They've got a video for the other shoulder. I don't know why they put the video on for the second shoulder. You think they would have the video available for the first shoulder, but whatever. Okay, we gotta mute that. Okay, again, just to make matters even more confusing, they don't have a video for the first part, but they have the video for the second part. For them, that's the right shoulder, which is for us the first shoulder because we're doing the opposite. So it's very confusing. But what that means is he's also going to start down here because he's going to be knitting this way. But that's why we are starting up here and working this way. It's the should be the picking up the same stitches though, right? Pick up and knit, it just says stitches. Pull your needle and slide out the stitches over the cable to the other needle. What? Then knit one row with the yarn from the ball. Oh my god. What? All right, well, let's see what we've got here. What the fuck was that supposed to mean? Oh my god, what the fuck is he doing? Okay, what is he going into? I can't tell with the resolution of this video. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so he's leaving a long tail here because you're gonna pick up going that way with this, but then you're gonna flip around your needles and you're gonna use that extra tail then to knit back. Okay, that's what he means by a short end of a new ball of yarn. I guess that's necessary when you're going in this direction, but not when you're going in this direction. Okay, but again, for us, we're starting on the opposite shoulder, which looks like the one he's doing, but we're starting here and we're going this way. So we don't need to do that shenanigans for this shoulder. We'll do it for the other shoulder. Okay. But, okay, the thing is, I can't tell what he's knitting into. What is the resolution of this video? What? Why would it default to 360? Come on, YouTube. Unbelievable. You still can't tell what he's going into. Okay. Okay, so he is going into like the middle of the V stitch. Right? Does that look like what he's going into? Yeah. Okay, so he's going into like the middle. Hey Phoenix, how's it going? Okay. Alright, I think we're good. All right. I don't want to start this now. I don't want to start this now because I'm not going to have enough time to finish it. But we kind of know what we need to do. Starting tomorrow, we're going to start up here and we're going to be knitting into this row. So we'll be knitting into here and picking up stitches all the way down to row 31, where we should roughly hit in line with this area where the increases stop. We knit and then we purl and then we do a bunch of crap. Okay. All right, cool. How are you doing, Phoenix? We'll continue. So we've made it to the end of our first section. We've capped it off down here. We'll continue now on the shoulder next. We'll see how that goes. Tired, but all right. Yeah, I feel the same. Tomorrow's gonna be a hugely long day. Not looking for it. Well, it'll be good. I will be very glad when it's done. Oh, wait. Hold on. We got a 20 stream streak. Hold on. Let's celebrate. Make sure the streakers are ready. Okay, they're ready. All right, Phoenix, thank you for the 20 stream watch streak. Let's go, streakers. Oh, you got a Gojo right off the bat. And when to grow. Thank you so much. A Gojo. Gojo was, oh, I can't. We haven't read the chapter yet. Hey, sure, Misfire. Happy When Thursday. Lurking at work. Hey, hope it's going well. Okay. Okay. I saw this and my brain couldn't figure out what was up with this cat. I thought the cat was looking this way and this was an eyeball. It took me a second to realize those are both ears and it's looking up at her. Like, WTF is, and like what's going on with its mouth? It was like a Spider-Man cat. Okay, we're finishing off the special chapter here today with the Iriomote cat. Let's go ahead and read. Start recording. Juju Kai Kai. I'm not sure. We may not actually read AKIRA tonight. We may have to spend the time looking to see if we can find information on the chapters, which is unfortunate, but I really need to figure that out because we're on the last chapter that has page numbers. Let's see. Okay, volume 4, chapter 11. Chapter 11 special, and this is part 3. Okay, this is the final. Okay. Pause the music. Okay. Let me get rid of the camera. So I've got a big meeting tomorrow that I've been talking about. A big meeting tomorrow at work that we're hosting, and I'm responsible for emceeing the event. So I may not stay up here too late. I've got to finish getting ready and doing some stuff. So we'll try to read Azumanga and probably Bleach, and then we'll probably look at the AKIRA thing. But then that will probably be it. We probably won't read AKIRA. All right. Okay, I think we're all set. Oh, let me change the stream info. We are on Japanese manga, and this is Azumanga, Bleach, and AKIRA info hunting. And we're going to switch over to writing and reading. Okay, let's go. All right, here we go. Okay, let's finish off the special for Chapter 11, Volume 4 of Azumanga Daioh. Again, this special chapter for Chapter 11. The Iriomote, the little kitty cat that they met down when they were on their Okinawa trip, appeared to save Sakaki and Chiyo from this horde of cats. And you'd have to watch the previous two sections to understand why this cat has suddenly appeared here and now of all times. Yamamaya! Which is the local term for the Iriomote cat. Okay? Yow! Which is kind of like meow. Cool. All right, looking pretty ferocious. Biku? Biku is kind of like shock, startle. Go, 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 go. Looking very formidable. Aww, look at all the sad kitties. Nya, 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 nya. Like this. Nya. They're running away. And I remember, right, this was supposed to be like the new boss cat or something like that. All the little minion cats are fleeing. Boss cat is surprised. Bah. Okay. Sugoi. Oi haratta. Incredible. Oi harao is to like chase off. Literally to like chase and wipe away. Yeah, to drive away. So, again, incredible drove away, meaning this little cat drove all the other cats away. Yamamaya. Hetta. Oh. Oh, oi. Daijoubu ka? Hey, are you okay? Yowateru no kamoshiremasen. Being weak, probably. So probably weakened or weak. Chikaku ni Tadakichi-san no iku Jui-san ga arimasu. Soko ni wakatta. Okay, so Chiyo is saying nearby, Mr. Tadakichi, that's her dog that we see occasionally pop up. Mr. Tadakichi's going to beast doctor honorable exists. So basically, I guess Jui-san is going to be veterinarian. Yeah, veterinarian. Beast doctor. This is the same Ju as kaiju. So, beast doctor. So, and then honorable prefixure or suffix, right? So, basically, the veterinarian that we go to for Mr. Tadakichi is nearby. To that place, meaning like, let's go there. Wakata, understood. So there they go. Oh boy. And this is presumably the veterinarian. We see, what is it? Ishihara Doubutsu Byoin. So the Ishihara Animal Hospital. And something Jikan. That's something treatment. Hours. Can't quite make that out. These are the days that it's like open or whatever. Or closed, actually. Yeah, so closed Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesdays? No, Thursdays. And the holidays. Okay. Yeah, so it's like open 4 days a week. Oh, Chiyo-chan. Okiku natta no? So there's the doctor saying, oh, Chiyo-chan, you've become big. You've grown. Sono uchi 2 meter koeru zo. I guess like before you know it, exceeding 2 meters. So like before you know it, you'll be bigger than 2 meters, which would be like, what, 6 feet? Sono uchi. Yeah. Eventually, sooner or later, you're gonna be exceeding 2 meters. Ha, hai, arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, thank you. Sore yori neko wa dou deshita ka? More than that, as for cat, how was? So more than that, how is the cat? Okay, so I guess they've already given the cat to the doctor, apparently, because she's saying, how was the cat? And apparently the doctor hadn't seen Chiyo. Well, anyway. Mo tairyoku teki ni nani jaku to shiteru shitoru ga nani daijoubu ja? The physical strength or the body strength was weakened, but what's okay? Like, but it's like nothing serious. It's whatever is fine. Yeah. Okay. So, tairyoku. Yeah, the physical strength was... This is just like depleted. It's gonna be something Jaku. I forget how to pronounce this kanji. Sui Jaku. Weakness, debility, breakdown, doing. But again, it's like, it's fine. Ho. Okay, that's relief. それよりあれは変の変わった猫じゃの more than that, as for that, strange cat it is. But so like more than that, it's kind of a strange cat. I guess it's Giku, which is maybe a little bit like Biku, but more like whatever. わしも注意して長いがあれは初めてだな. Even me, and notice, right, he's an older man, so he says washi. Even me, doing a veterinarian long time, as for that first time. So basically, like, even me, who's been a veterinarian a long time, this is the first time I've seen a cat like that. なんというか、まるで医療も somehow, how to say it, it's as if idiomo. So he knows. Yeah. So how should I put it? How if saying, it's as if, and he's about to say idiomo te, and they interrupt him and say, what is that? Zashu des? Yeah, Zashu, which is a hybrid or a crossbreed. Zashu des. Zashu des. It's a crossbreed. Soka? Is that so? Really? Zashu des? A crossbreed? Sokai Chio-chan? Is that so, Chio-chan? Hi, Zashu des. She very weakly says, yes, it's a crossbreed. そうか。じゃあ、連れて帰らなさい。お大事にな. I see. Is that so? Well, then, basically, please go back and take it with you. And be well. 大事に, or like treat the cat well. Okay. 大事にな. Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. All right, thank you. Okay. So the cat was okay. どうやって来たんでしょうね? 船とかに潜り込んだのかな? So Chio says, how doing came, I wonder, you know? Basically, I wonder how it got here. On a boat or something like that, moguri komo, I guess, is going to be like to like burrow into, stow away, but yeah, slip into. Yeah, moguru means to like submerge. So like, yeah, slipped into a boat or something, I guess, I wonder. それによく榊さんの言うところが分かれましたね。Okay, それによく。I guess like in addition, well, Ms. Sakaki's existing place understood, you know? So if you were going to take this all together, it's like, so not only did it take the boat, but in addition, it understood well where Sakaki was, where the place that she existed. どうするんですか, Yamamaya? How is it the Yamamaya? So what are you going to do about the cat, about the Yamamaya? どうするのが正しいのかはわからない. Okay, so how doing And as for the right thing, don't know. So like what I'm going to do and what's the right thing, don't know. Demo, but Demo Yamamaya wa watashi o shinjite. But as for the Yamamaya believing in me, inochi gake de yatte kitanda tomo. Risking life did and came, I think. So I think it risked its life to come here and believing in me. Aw. Sugoku taihen datta tomo. Incredibly, like, terrible it was, I think. Meaning, like, coming here, I guess. Incredibly terrible it was, I think. その気持ちに私は全力で応えてあげなきゃいけない。To that mood, or to that mood, as for me, with all strength, responding must do, or must give. So basically, I have to answer with all my strength. そうですね. That's right. That's right, isn't it? でも、榊さんのところ、お母さんが、but Ms. Sakaki's place, mother, ... So, meaning her mother's allergic to cats. So she's not finishing that statement, but she's basically saying, your mom, your mom at your place, un doshio, yeah, how do, or like, what should I do? Soda, ja, harumade uchi de azukarimashou. I see, or that's right. Well, until spring at my home, at Uchi, my place, let's take care of it. Or let's take the burden. Azukado. Yeah, to look after, to keep, to take care of. So Chiyo is offering to take care of the cat until spring. Hitori karashi o hajimeta ra tsurete itte kudasai. When beginning to live alone living when beginning. So basically, when you start living alone, please, like, take it. Please take it with you when you start living alone, which is part of what we saw earlier in the chapter. Ii no ka? Is that good? Is that okay? Hai, yeah. Yokatta na, Yamamaya. I'm glad you know Yamamaya. Soda, Maya. It is that way, that's right. Maya. Kono nama wa. We'll come back to that. Yama ni shio. This kid's name, so kono ko, this kid, ko. As for the name for this kid, this cat, let's do it towards Maya. So let's name the cat Maya. Maya, Tadakichi-san to nakayoku dekiru kana? So Maya, with Mr. Tadakichi, getting along well, will it be possible, I wonder? So she's basically saying, I wonder if Maya and Mr. Tadakichi will get along well. Aw. Well, there we go. That is actually the end of the special. Oh, and there was no actual... There's no other chapter 11. So it's just a special. Usually we see some other thing. Okay. Well, there we... Aww. Sadly, though, like, we're halfway through the volume, and this is the end. This is the last book. So they're getting close to graduation, and things are starting to wrap up, I guess. But we'll continue. That's the end of 11. We'll continue next time with chapter 12 as we roll into December. We'll read that next time. Okay. Daw. Kitty. A totally endangered species kitty. No problem. All right. All right, where are we with Bleach? Bleach, volume 34, chapter 307? Bleach, volume, no, 35. Chapter, okay. Oops, volume 35. Keep saying that. There we go. Okay. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Okay, let's read chapter 307 of Bleach, Bite It, Slash It. Hey Swig, how's it going? Streamcat. Wait a minute, what? Hey, good luck exercising. Okay, let's start again. Okay, let's read chapter 307 of Bleach, Bite It, Slash It. Okay. Yamero! Stop! Hanase! Let go! Release! Oh, that's Ishida screaming. Nani o suru kita? What? Doing intent. What are you intending to do? Nani te? What, you say? Sonna no kimatteru daro? That sort of a thing, it's decided, right? Like, that should be obvious, right? Naosu and Daioh. It's healing. Okay, so he says naosu. Like, I'm gonna heal you. That's what he says. The kanji say kaizo, which is modify. Jiga chigao or chigao. The characters are different. In other words, somehow he can see the text that he's saying and knows that he's saying he's going to heal you, going to heal him, but he means modify. Yamero, hanase, stop, let go, release. Gya gya urusai yo. Okay, so yammering and noisy. So shut up, you're yammering and noisy. Now remember, actually the last thing we saw and paused with these guys, he had opened up Zairo Aporo's like special room, and we saw two bodies hanging or something, but we didn't get to see a resolution of that. So we appear to have conveniently not continued that particular story aspect. Gyaga urusai yo. Mataku kimo no chisai yatsu da ne. A completely wholly liver small guy you are. Which I guess having a small liver, the liver can be what, like courage? So like maybe like having a small amount of courage. Kimo no chisai. Kimo ga chisai. Yeah, we'll just go with that because that seems to make sense here. Again, like your courage, your spirit is small, or your guy was small, completely small. Courage. Daitai yoku kangae tamae yo. Generally, well, think please. So he's basically think about it well. この私が無料で傷を直してやろうと言ってるんだよ。This me, for free, without charge, wounds, healing, let's do, saying. So think about it. I'm telling you that I'm going to heal your wounds for free. どんな姿に仕上がろうと感謝の言葉を述べるのが道理というもんだろう。To what sort of a shape or form? 仕上がる. Finishing, completing? Words of gratitude. 述べるのが. To articulate? 述べる? Yeah, to express, to mention. 道理というもんだろう. What sort of a 道理 is it? I wonder. What sort of a reason or truth? Okay, this is sort of like, again, words of gratitude. As for expressing, it's a thing called truth, right? But this donna sugata ni shiagaroto. Oh, maybe he's asking, like, this is probably what Ishida asked, which is like, what sort of shape are you going to make me into? Like, do those truthfully sound like words of thanks? Maybe it's something along those lines. Daioh, sonna dori wa. It does not exist, that sort of truth. As for that sort of truth. Teyuka, sugata mada kaeru tsumori datta no ka? I mean, up until the form, the shape, able to change intent it was, right? Or is that what it was? Like you were intending to even change my shape, my sugata? Ugokanai de kudasai. Please don't move. Ah, chikai, chikai, chikai. Ah, you're close, close, close. So that's Ishida. This is Mayuri. That's Ishida screaming. Nani ga desu ka? What is it? Umae zo nemu. That was well done, skillful, nemu. Oh, Nemu must be holding him down. That's what this is. She must be holding that's his leg. So she must be pinning him down. Sono mama chisoku sasete shimae. As it is that way, blocking the breath, make do. Yeah, so please continue to choke him. Block the breath. Chisoku. Yeah, suffocation, choking. Kurotsuchi Taicho. Captain Kurotsuchi. Nanda ne? What is it? Ware kara naoshite kudasai. From me, please heal. So, from me, meaning like starting with me, please heal. Naze, why? Ware wa hayaku tatakai taien desu. As for me, early, soon, want to fight. So he wants to get back to fighting. Hoka no renchu no tokoro ni mo espada ga iru hazu da. Others of comrades of places even espada existing ought to be. Okay, he's basically saying like other renchu is like, unfortunately it can mean like a group of people, but it can typically also means like colleagues. So basically, also in the places of my other colleagues, espada ought to exist, meaning like the other people in his group are going to have run into espada as well. Hayaku soko ni itte kase shite yarane to. Quickly to that place or to those places going and doing kase if don't do ... Kase, which is assistance, backing, reinforcements. So basically, it's an implied it's an implied negative, right? If I don't quickly go and do reinforcement to those places quickly, it'll be bad or whatever. Hitsuyo naiyo. Necessity does not exist, meaning there's no need. Huh? Mada daradara to tatakatte iru no wa Kurosaki Ichigo no tokoro e mukatta zaraki dake da yo. Still dada. In drops, in drabs. As for the one fighting. So as for the one still fighting in drops and drabs, what else can dada mean? Gently, sloping, leisurely, slowly. So again, as for the one still fighting, dada. Ichigo Kurosaki's to that place headed towards Zaraki only it is. So as for the one still fighting, it's only Zaraki who headed to the place of Ichigo. Anna gesu ni tedasuke wa hitsuyo nai. That's sort of a gesu. By that sort of a gesu, ask for assistance, necessity does not exist. So he's talking about Zaraki, and he's calling him a gesu, which is like a lower life form. Yeah, a low life, a sleaze bag, a boor, a person of humble rank. So by that sort of a sleaze bag, or to that sort of a sleaze bag, low life, ask for assistance, there's no need. Sore ni shiran wake jarumai. In addition, not knowing reason, isn't it that? Or do not understand? Understanding reason not? Do you not understand? Senjo ni fumi ita yatsu wa. As for that guy who has stepped out onto the battlefield, namaniku wo horareta keramono dayo. Oh, keramono is beast. I was thinking kuramono for a second. He's a fruit. And horareta, to abandon a beast that has been flung raw meat. Okay, that is an unusual. So normally this kanji gets mean to use to leave, to go, to set free, but it does have this meaning about emit, and so so it has a meaning for horu, meaning to be flung or to fling. So that's what we want. So as for that guy who has stepped, meaning Kenpachi, who has stepped out onto the battlefield, he's a beast who has been flung raw meat. Okay, so we're switching scenes there over to Kenpachi, who's fighting Noitara. Hey, Semi, how's it going? 90 stream streak. Hold on. Let's get ready. Are we ready? The streakers are ready. Let's go. Here we go. All right, Sammy. Thank you for the 90 stream streak. That's a lot of streaking. Are we ready? Let's do it. Let's go, streakers. What are we going to see here? Oh, we got a kitty. Got a Gojo and a kitty. Chungo. Wow. It's 4. 5. Wait, double Chungo. 6. I want to grow. Thank you, Sammy. That was 6 things. Holy crap. You totally stole all of Corin's earlier. Thank you. Thank you for the ridiculously long 90 stream streak. Okay. Oh, we got an ad break starting soon too. All right, let's get back to reading. All right, switched over to Kenpachi. Oh, we're just showing him. And we finish off with Mayuri. Wate haireba moro tomo ni kuwareru. Okay, so I guess this is like if split and enter. I actually think we saw this word yesterday in Jujutsu Kaisen. Wate hairu. Yeah, to force one's way through. Yep, there it is. We just saw that yesterday in Jujutsu Kaisen. The term was being used for Gojo inserting himself between Sukuna and the blue owl. Anyway, as for doing insertion, as for forcing your way in, he's talking to Renji. It's being devoured. Being devoured by Morotomo. Altogether. You'll be devoured altogether if you force your way in. Like raw meat. Okay. He's still talking. Keramono ni kuwarete shinu nante. Dying, being devoured by a beast or whatever. And for whatever reason, we keep getting these dots for keramono. Dying or whatever, being devoured by a beast. Ika ni mo bakageta shinizama da to omowan kane. Some ika ni mo. Somehow or another. Indeed. Being devoured by a beast or whatever. Indeed. Stupidly. Stupid death. It is. Not thinking. Like, yeah. Like, don't you think that's a stupid way to die? Bakage. Don't see that too often either. Absurd. Foolish. Bakageta Shinizama. Oh, manner of death. So that's the Samayo form. Manner, appearance of dying. And again, not thinking, I wonder. Do you not think this? It would be a foolish way to die. Okay, we're seeing Kenpachi again on the battlefield. There's 307, and this is our tiny splash page for 307. Bite it, slash it, and in case you want to see this in Japanese, baitoito, bite it, slashuito, slash it. Okay, so here we go. Gun! We've already seen a bit of this battle recently, Kenpachi and Noitara fighting. Noitara was annoyingly touting his super hard skin or whatever. I guess it's a gi? Guy? I don't know what that is. Gigai? Gah. Okay. Oh, Noitara's in the air there. Gah. Gya. Okay. Go. All right, he's swinging around his blade now. Bo. Coming down. Zun. I guess that's Kenpachi dodging. Do. Ga. Okay, Kenpachi's like putting his sword into the sand, reaching up, grabbing one of these chains on Noitara's weapon. Pulling it in, I guess. Gyari. Gun. Okay. Kind of surprised. Go. Not sure what's going on here yet. Okay, I guess maybe he's pulling him in and now his hand's on his face. Gah. Hey, Chain Convict, how's it going? Gozum. Yeah, so suddenly Kenpachi either like yanked him in or whatever, grabbed him in the face and slammed him to the ground. Okay, ouch. There's his hand on Noitara's face, enjoying this. Don. And now as he's trying to stab him, looks like maybe he grabbed his sword back. In any case, Noitara is flipping out of the way. Yoketa na? Avoided, didn't you? Yokeru, to dodge or to avoid. Yokeru te koto wa abune te koto da. As for the event called dodging or avoiding, it's the event called abune, which is like it's dangerous. Chigaoka? Is it different? Okay, right. So he's saying like you dodged it, meaning it was dangerous. You thought it was dangerous. Is it different? Domo, shinigami no kenja ore ne to ittemo. Even though said, the blade of a shinigami not able to cut. So even though you said a shinigami's blade can't cut you, kireru basho mo aru mite da na. A cuttable place also exists, it seems, doesn't it? So it seems you have a place that is able to be cut. Kireru basho. Do. It's like the Achilles heel, but it's going to be like the Noitara tongue or something stupid. Okay, that looks like Noitara planting foot and then launching in the air. Ha! Negoto yagaru. Speaking negoto. Sleepy words. What is a sleepy word? Negoto. Oh, nonsense gibberish. Yeah, that makes sense. And yagaru is contempt. So he's saying like you're speaking gibberish, but he's also saying like you dumbass. Iyagaru. Kougeki o kawasu no wa sentou honno da. Okay, kawasu is another way to say to like avoid, isn't it? Kawasu. Yeah, dodging, evading, avoiding. So as for dodging an attack, it's like the fundamentals of battle. No. Honno is instinct. It's battle instinct as for dodging an attack. So he's like, you're just blah, blah, blah. Kireru basho mo nani mo ne. Able to be cut spot, even that does not exist. So there is no, I have no cuttable spot. Teme no kenja ore wa kirene. Your sword, as for me, not able to cut. Your sword can't cut me. Sore ga subete nan da yo. That, everything is. That's all there is. Okay. Zun. And he's swinging again with his blade. Soro society ni mo ironna yatsu ga iru. So this is Kenpachi talking after this huge attack. He's still talking. Also in the Soul Society, various guys exist. Various guys exist also in the Soul Society. Teme no kenja kirenei da no to, urusei yatsu ni mo nando ga atta. Your blade, not able to cut, that thing, noisily guys, even by them, many times met. Okay, so many, also in the Soul Society, various people exist, have encountered many times. Also, like noisy people that I guess say that your blade can't cut me. Dagana, but you know, medama to nodo ga kirenei yatsu ni wa eyeballs and throat not able to cut guys. Answer to that, mada atta kota ne daioh. Still encountered event not existing. So basically, I still haven't met a person whose eyeballs and throats weren't cuttable. Guam. Yep, those squishy eyeballs. Now's a good time to warn everyone that if you have any sort of dislike of seeing things happen to eyeballs, you should probably look away. Duh.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. They're like, WTF. There you go. I mean, there's also the tiny fact that you know the brain is right behind the eyeball, but let's just forget about that. Huh. Nanbe ni waseria kiga sumunda. Okay, this is like Nanben. How many times iwaseria, making say, intent will finish. So like, I guess like, when will you finish with the intent of making me say it many times? Question mark. He's not done with that statement. Gah! That's him grabbing Kenpachi's blade. Teme ni ore wa kirenei en daioh. By you, as for me, not able to cut. So I can't be cut by you. So this is in essence, like, how many times, or like, when will you finish making me tell you? When will you finish making me say it many times? I can't be cut by you. Okay, and then apparently he is just Indiana Jonesing into Zenpaki's chest. Because that's just his hand. Okay. And that's the end of the chapter. Well, there we go. And there we see Ishida trembling from whatever Nemu did to him. Okay, that was 307. Next time. Okay, next time. 308. Next time. I can't with these chapter titles. like even if I wanted to write poorly, even if I could not come up with this, I could not come up with.
Our dear little old friend, the chicken.
Chicken, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Okay, I need some help. It's a novel, yeah, it's a novel combination of words. we need to find where is it? Okay. So here's the problem. Oh wait, no, I want this. Yeah. We are on... Oh, can I put the... Hey, look at that. Okay, cool. Nice. We're on the final volume of AKIRA. The reference that I've been using for the pages, right? So here's chapter 98. You can see it says in the book, it's 25 through 43, chapter 99, chapter 100. There we go. It stops here. So we get to chapter 101. There's 20 more chapters. There's no more reference about when the chapters start and stop. And we need to find this because otherwise for the last 20 chapters I don't know when they start or stop. And the book is 420 pages. So I need help trying to find this information. It was a miracle, honestly, to find this resource. I'm just sad that for whatever reason they didn't finish the job. At the worst, where are we? I said 420 pages. It goes up to 420 pages minus 74 divided by 20, 17 pages. I mean, which is about right. The chapters tend to be anywhere from 18, sometimes 20, sometimes 13 pages. So the average would be about I mean, that's right, but the chapters are so weird in the way that they end. It's never obvious that the chapter is ending. Like in this chapter that we had just read, the end was here where he's like, "It's AKIRA." So I need to find out. I need to find out what the pages are. So we need to find some resources. If anyone wants to help me look, I would appreciate it. Again, like I don't know why this person stopped. I guess they just. Let's take a look and see if there's any listing. Yeah, see, right? Here on page 210, we get a brief mention of pages, but it's wrong. Right? It's 234 to 102. Like that's clearly wrong. I mean, maybe it was supposed to be 234 to 252, but like, why that huge error? Because that would be about 18 pages. You tried looking yesterday, you can find much. Doesn't help that you can't read Japanese. Well, when we looked a couple months ago, there was very little in the English. There were very, very few resources in the English. It was, again, kind of a miracle to find this Japanese one. I don't even remember how I found it. I guess what we'll do is, okay, let's start a new thing here. We need to figure out pages for AKIRA chapter 101 to 120. Maybe 110 is 234 to 252. So that if that's true, that gets us like a little reference point. We know that 100 is 60 to 74. So we know that 101 is 75 to, but we don't know where that ends. Let me just do a straight up translation here. The reader gift is AKIRA Club. Blah, 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 yeah. Yeah, okay, see, that doesn't help. Now, another option would be to try to find a scanlation or something of this magazine. So we could try to see if we can find this magazine. Which is, again, at 1989, July 3rd, issue number 19. You tried using ChatGPT. I tried that many months ago too, and it just made up the numbers. I asked it for like, how do I need like visual confirmation or something like that. And it just made it said things like, this on this page is the kernel looking at brainwaves. And I looked at the page and it wasn't the kernel looking at brainwaves. What chapter? It's 101 through 120. We need to figure out the page numbers for 101 through 120. You asked it to find your websites. Oh, okay. So none of these entries for the last 20, except for that one, have any page number entries. It's wild. It's like they just gave up. And this was last modified like 12 years ago. So, I mean, it's a miracle this is still up even. So again, like another option would be to try to find these magazines and see if there's like scans of them and then just look and see what's there. But as far as I can tell, these magazines aren't available online. I guess Yangu Magazine. Is that Yangu Magazine? Magazine. Yeah, I guess we could look up Yangu Magazine. So let me replace that in the search. This site seems to have the number of pages for some chapters. Ooh. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, it says 16 pages. Okay, that's good. So, chapter 106. "16 pages from League Yeah, if we could find that for each of the chapters. So is there a way for me to go back to the previous chapter? No. Next. Okay, but it has the next one. Does it have, can you find 105? 107. It says 20 pages. It's always going to be like anywhere from 16 to 20 pages, so this is a good sign. Seems like they only have a few still. Oh, okay. 108. No, this is great. I mean, this is exactly... Unfortunately, this is how it's going to have to work. I mean, if we get like sort of close, we could fill in the gap by just guessing and saying like, close enough. But it would be nice to know. That also assumes that there weren't any changes between the original publication and the final. So that could happen as well. Okay, so 109 is 17 pages. And then that's it. It stops there. I can't tell how it's organized. And did it really skip from 38 to 40? Is that what... Yeah, it did. 38 to 40. Okay, so they started publishing every other week or even less frequently. Okay. So I can't just type in the new month and date because this is different, I think. So it's 5231509. Yeah. So even if I just try to guess this or put it in from the other website, this is different. And I don't know what this is based on. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, they've only got 5 listed. Really, it's only 4 here. Okay. We're close in one aspect. Because if I went back 17 pages, so this would be 233, and then subtract 16. Where's my calculator? That's 217. So 233 minus 217 plus 1 is 17 pages. And this would be 216. Well, that'll just be 201. Yep. Okay. And then this would be 200 to 181. Okay. Let's see. And this would be 180 to 165. That would be 15 plus 1. Okay. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. There's five missing in the middle with about 90 pages. That's pretty big. Oh, no. Because this would be like to say 95. So that would really be like 70 for 5. That would be more on par with just less than 20. Okay. So no, that's like roughly good if this is right. Ooh. First pages of chapter 104. Nice. Okay. Oh. See, here's the problem is like that page won't be in the manga. That's like a splash page, which they took out. And so it won't be clear whether this is the first page or whether this is in the middle of the chapter. But which one is this anyway? This is 104. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see if I can at least find that panel. That's gonna be... Oh, there's a big thing of soul or whatever that is. So, okay, there it is. That's page 135, 136, or 135, 134. So we know those are in chapter 104. At least contains 134 and 135. This sucks, man. I wonder why this is so hard. You think someone would have put this information together? That's the one downside to the Young magazine was there were always right, it was like a swimsuit type of magazine. So unfortunately, here we are. I don't see the magazine that I've actually just typed in. Now we're getting down into the AKIRA land. This is dangerous, me just scrolling like this, but whatever. Alright, what are we looking for at this point? We're looking for, like, this one. Which looks like South Park, but I don't see that. Let me try just searching for the numbers. Like this? No. Oops. No. Okay. Let's try going to the home page for this. Yango Magazine. Maybe I can just search for Yango Magazine and AKIRA. Oh, oh, okay. So one of the other challenges here is that there were multiple publications of AKIRA, and so there's like a color version, and that can get confusing sometimes. Okay, so we want... Oh, we want this one, 89. Yeah, chapter 96. Okay. So wait a minute. It was... Oh, number 19. But it was July, number 19. I guess we want this, 19. Okay, there we go. Yeah, chapter 1, 101, AKIRA. 16 pages. All right. All right, we're in business. Maybe. Again, that's going to assume that all the pages were published. 101. Okay, so it's 16 pages. Comics.org. So 75 to plus 15 is 90. All right, that's 16 pages. Okay, 102. Okay, that was 19. The next one here is 21. That's 102, 16 pages. Poggers. 16 pages. Comics.org. So now that's going to be 91 to plus 15 is 105. No, 111. No, 106. 103. Okay, so that's 21. Chapter 103. Number 23. It looks like they've oops. Is this for AKIRA? Because it looks like they've indexed the ones that AKIRA is in. Even though they have all the magazines. Or maybe it's indexed because of AKIRA. Okay, 103 is also 16. Okay, so that's 107 now. Plus 15 is 122. Right? Yep. Okay. So now chapter 104, it should contain these numbers, which it will, because 123 plus 16 is going to be there. Okay. 104 is volume 25. Yep. Ooh, 17 pages. Okay. 17 pages. Comics.org. So that's going to be 123 to, we add 16. That's 139. Yep. Check. From auction site. Okay, 105. Ah, all right. Thank you, chicken. This is perfect. 28. Yep, 105, 16 pages. So that's going to be now 142. Oops. Plus 15 is 155. Okay, so that does not match. It's not going to match with Comic Geek, which said these were the pages for these chapters. But let's keep going. This does seem, well, let's just keep going. Oh, wait a minute. You know what the problem there is? It depends if they're counting like that splash page on front. Like it could be 16 pages of the magazine, but maybe only 15 pages get into the final thing if they take off that first page. But that's even worse with the discrepancy here. Because we're low on the page count based on League of Comics. All right, let's just keep going. 28, number 30, 16 pages. Okay, so that's 156 to 171. Wait. Yeah. Right? Okay. Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going? You're currently reading a manga based on your favorite visual novel. Hey, cool. Well, how's that going? All right, let me make sure I've been adding correctly all this time. So 75 plus 15 plus 15. Oh, wait, no, I minus 15 plus 16 plus 16. Yep, plus 17 plus 16. Yeah, okay, I've been adding correctly. Higurashi When They Cry. It's good. Very cutesy. It gets dark very fast. Interesting. A visual novel, though. So is it like a standalone or is it a series? Huh. Okay, so it unfortunately, based on this, we sort of split. We sort of split compared to the League of Comic Geeks. That's unfortunate. Well, let's just keep going. Okay. Episode 36. 20 pages. Okay, so that's going to be 172 to 191. Number 38. $16. Okay, so 16 pages from comics.org. So 192 to 207. Yeah. It's a tie-in. A tie-in to, what's it a tie-in to? What is this link to? Oh, okay. Huh. Table of oh, I don't have a table guide. All right. Oh crap! I closed that. I didn't mean to close that. Reopen, close tab. All right, there we go. We're on 108, which was issue. Well, let's just go 108, 109. We're now on issue 40. Okay, there we go. Issue 40. Issue 40 says 17 pages. Comics.org. So 208 to 226. Okay. $110 is volume 42. Volume 42, 17 pages. So 227 to, what's it going to be, 243? This is the last volume? Yeah, this is the last volume of AKIRA. And it has like 23 chapters or something in it total. Okay, so yeah, these are clearly off, and they're off by like being behind the League of Comic Geeks. So that's unfortunate, because even if I took a page off of each of these to count for the splash page, that's the wrong direction to compensate. Well, we know we need to end at like 430. Yeah, 433. 434 is the final page. Assuming that like that was a direct translation or transfer. But okay, we got 10 more to go here. 111 is this 2 plus 3. I guess that's this. Why does this say some data? Let's take a look at that. Okay, there's nothing in there. AKIRA 111, yep, 17 pages. So that's 244 to 260. 112. Is going to be issue number 6. How did they number these? Okay. $112, 17 pages. Comics.org. So 261 to 277. Okay. go ahead and just put the rest of these in. 115, 116. Yeah. All right, so that was 112. 113 is issue number 8. Actually, you know what? Let's just try to skip 8, 10, 12. Okay. Ooh, 12. 12, 17, and 18. 12, 17, 18. Okay, so that's going to be 278 to plus 12. 289. 290 to 306. And 307 to 324. Okay, we're making good pace here to hit 434. Okay, so that was 8, 10, 12. It's likely, what, 16, 23, 24 next? No. Uh-oh. 14, 16, 23. Okay, so we miss one here. Crap. Okay, so there's one missing. Shit. Okay, so wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait, what is this? Okay, this is not a chapter. Due to circumstances, and AKIRA were dropped. Table of contents cannot be replaced in time, so only the comments are posted. This comment is AKIRA Club. It is not included. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it just means like something happened and they couldn't publish AKIRA in this. They were meant to in this issue, but they kept the comments or something. But they couldn't change the table of contents. So the table of contents says it's in there, but it's not. Interesting. Okay, so that's okay. So that means chapter 116 was next, right? Yeah. Phew. So we've got 16, 23, and 24, 26. (16, 23, 24, 26). And let's just go ahead and do 28. That's probably the end, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's the last 5. All right, we've got 21, 13, 19. Oh boy, this is all over the map. 21, 13, 19, 15, 16. Wow. They were all over the place. All right, is it gonna match up? Plus 21 to 345. Oops. 346 to plus 13. 358. 359. I don't think so. Yeah, we're not going to make it. Plus 19. 377. 378. Yeah, we're not even close. Plus 15. I mean, we're off by like 30. 393 to 408. Oof. Okay. So using this, which theoretically says the number of pages, we come up like 30 pages short. Which is weird. There's 20 chapters. Well, what is it really? $26. If we were missing a page per chapter, that would be 20 pages. But not 26. So it's also like a weird number of pages missing. So there must have been a serious amount of like adding or changing. The downside here too is we don't even know when it says 16 pages. Does that include the title page? Or is that just the story? I would almost think it would include the title page. But again, that's a worst problem because the title pages weren't included in the tankobon. So these numbers would be even lower. It'd be 20 pages lower. So the problem would be more exacerbated. If we can believe the League of Comic Geeks, this 106 and this 106, we can see we're already off by like 9 pages. Could I have made a mistake in $74 plus 16, 90 plus 16, 106, 16, 122 plus 17, plus 16, 71 plus 20, 991. We're fine. I added fine plus 16. Okay. Oh wait, did I make an error here? Oh, I did make an error there. Okay, so there's at least one error.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
208 plus 17. No, it's not 208, it's 207. Yeah, 244. Okay, so these all need to be minus 2. That doesn't help us. Okay, 58, 75. Plus 12. $304 plus 18, $322. We know this is 3 and 3. Yep. Plus 13, 56. Seven and 5. 90. And plus 16. 406. Okay. Still, again, like not helpful. But the rest of the addition should be fine. Oops. We're off by way more than a chapter. What's the expected final page number? It's 434. Yeah. It's funny because this seems right. I mean, it seems pretty close, but it's just not. And again, if we're using that League of Comics, the 5 that they had as a reference, we're off already by like 10 pages by the time we get to chapters 110 through 106. So whatever the page count that was in Young Magazine, it didn't translate directly over to the tankobon, which is sad. There doesn't appear to be any other like information in this to try to like pull out, which is sad. Anyone recognize the name Moritaka Chidi? League of Comics? No, it actually had page numbers. Where was that? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. It only had page numbers. Oh, sorry. Oh, right. I worked backwards. Um, 234 plus 110, 16. Should be to 250. All right, sorry. Should be over. No, you're right. League only had page numbers 2. Those pages do correspond. So here, right, 109, 17 pages, 16, 20, and 16. So those do match. The reason I got these numbers was because on the Apple site, this is the site that I've been using all along, it's because it had that one chapter, 111. Oh, 111. Okay, I have the wrong one. Oh, okay, we may be okay there then. That doesn't help us. 234 from the Apple site. I was trying to work backwards to 111, that would be then to 250. So 111 would be 234 to 250. Okay, so now we're actually ahead. This might actually work. Hold on. No, but then we'll still be behind overall. That's weird. Because if we took it as 16 pages where the front page is the title page, that means these counts are actually one less, one fewer. But again, right, that's going to make us even further away from the total page count for the book. Yeah, so I had tried working back from that one marker where they had the one chapter where it said page 234 and then the error, which is like 102, which doesn't make any sense. But if we take that 111 is 17 pages, then that would get us to 250. But then the problem is we can't work backwards to the League of Comic Geeks because we don't have 110 from them. Now we could take. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so that would then be 233 to 217. And then 109 was also 17 pages. Okay, this ultimately doesn't help us because we're now, from this version, moving forward using comics, we're off. If we assumed that this is correct after 10 chapters, this number should be off by like 9 or 10. 110. And it's off by like 8.
Hello there.
You just sent a link for Deep Think you did with Tedward? Is that like a AI thing? Hold on, let me not like show that. Yeah, it would. I agree. I think it's not including the splash page. The problem though is that gets us even further away from the total page count. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, the as expected, the AI is way off. These should be like chapters 100 through 120. I tried this months ago too, and it was just making shit up. I guess we could try to look at this. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. The okay, so this web page has the links. The thing that I can't tell is whether it has the correlation. Oh my gosh. Okay, this feels close. What chapters? 100, 101 to 120. So this list, your AI thing linked to the website that we needed. Everything else is like wrong here. Like, I don't know what it's talking about with parts 44. So, but this website is spot on. Maybe. Okay, so let's go to this 101. Now, this is the sad part. Like, oh, so close. They've got scans. They've got scans of the splash pages. But they don't have what it corresponds to in the books. Damn it. Okay, well, you know, at least we could check. Let's check this. So 101 was 16 pages. Okay, so it's 16, 16, 16, 17. Yep. 16, 16, 20. Yep. 16. 17, 17, 17, 17. 3 17, 4 17s. Yep. 12, 17. 18, 21. 13, 19, 15, 16. Okay, so these page counts seem to be reasonably accurate for the original publications. The problem is now that we need to get that translated to the actual book, and the actual book ends 30 pages later. It's 101, yeah, it's 101, chapters 101 through 120. Yeah, volume 6 contains chapters 97 through 120. But we're trying to correlate. What we're trying to do is correlate the Young Magazine publications with the Tankobon, with the consolidated publication of volume 6. Yeah. Well, this says 435. The actual book, the last page is that says end is 434. So it's either 434 or 435. This is the these are the books that are being currently released. Okay, so again, like the good news is we do have a correlation of the number of pages in the original publication. Unfortunately, there's some mysterious translation between the original magazines and the final publication. They clearly added a lot more pages. When and what and where, we don't know. We haven't seen anything that helps with that. Hmm. Again, the sad part is they're currently republishing these with the original breakdown, but it's going to be 8 volumes. They've only published the 3rd book, and it's like months, 4 or 5 months between each book. So we'd have to wait a couple years. We'd have to wait a couple years for them to finish. Huh. It's weird. It's like the information is just wiped out. Oops. What else could we try? It's getting late. I'm gonna have to get going. I'm way past, and I've got a huge day tomorrow, so I should not be doing this anymore. Okay. Well, we made some good progress, and I really appreciate the help. I wish we could crack this nut easy, but this is not going to be an easy one. The official website. I wonder if they would have old issues. There's no way. The hell was that? Yeah, they don't have an archive. You're doing a new deep search? Oh, good luck. When I tried this many months ago when we were starting AKIRA, I had asked it for like image references or whatever, and it just made them all up. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess, let me know when it finishes and I'll take a look. But I got to get going. I got to get up at 5 o'clock, and that's like almost barely 7 hours from now. So, and I still need to finish getting ready for the big meeting tomorrow, unfortunately. Okay. All right. Let me get off this screen so I'm not like doing crazy stuff. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you everyone for the help here. I appreciate it. It's weird that it's so hard to find that stuff. Oh, all right. All right, you know what? I don't have time to raid because like people are going to want to talk and that just gets awkward. So I really do need to get going and get to sleep. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Have a good one. I may be streaming tomorrow, but it'll be late again because this meeting is going to go to like 4:35. I got to drive people back. We'll see how it turns out. So thanks again for the help. We'll maybe try to do some stuff tomorrow. I do want to get knitting on the sleeve now that we've finished the that back piece for the polo. But anyway, we'll see. So thanks again. Stay safe, stay well, and I will catch y'all next time. Thanks again.